Bonjour! Welcome to another episode of Cuisine de Michel. I am Michelle. So I apologize that it's been a while since the last video, but after I came back from vacation, it's been kind of crazy. I've been doing some other projects and things like that. So I'm going to try to get back to a more sort of regular schedule, I hope. Anyway, tonight I'm going to be trying a recipe I have not tried before. This is for chicken piccata pasta. To make this recipe, we're going to need the following ingredients. Chicken. This is boneless chicken thigh. There's a pound of it there. And we'll need some pasta. Best if you use something curly. This is rotini. You could use radiatore or anything that's kind of like a spirally type. Kosher salt, black pepper, olive oil, crushed red pepper, Pinot Grigio wine, capers, and this is 6 cloves of large cloves of garlic that I've sliced up thinly, butter, lemon juice, Parmesan Reggiano or just regular Parmesan cheese will also work, and curly parsley. Let's get started. So here I have measured out 8 ounces. This is of course the uncooked weight of the pasta. I'm going to be cooking that according to the package directions. Next, we are going to take our chicken. It's been cut up into these kind of bite-sized pieces here. And we're going to add the 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And I'm going to mix this up so that it can get spread evenly, of course. And a half teaspoon of black pepper. And then we'll just get that mixed together. So we can kind of get it all kind of coated. It's looking pretty good. And then over here in my skillet, I'm going to be heating up 3 tablespoons of the olive oil. And that's going to be over medium to medium-high heat. Now we're going to add our chicken to the pan. Get that stirred in there. Coat it in the oil a little bit. And then I'm going to let it cook until it begins to brown a little bit. One thing to note is that when you need to drain your pasta, make sure that you reserve about a cup of the cooking water. All right, now what we're going to do is just kind of try to flip that over. You can see how it's starting to brown just a little bit on one side. And we'll try to get that all flipped over and browned on the other side. We're now going to add in the garlic. I told you this is 6 large cloves that have been thinly sliced and a 1/4 teaspoon of the crushed red pepper. So we're just going to stir that around for just a minute until it gets fragrant. All right, I am now going to add in a 1/2 cup of the white wine. This is the Pinot Grigio, I should say. And a 1/4 cup drained weight of the capers. We're going to bring that mixture up to a boil. And then let it get reduced just slightly. We're now going to add in our cooked pasta. And a 1/4 cup of our reserved pasta liquid. We might need some more later. That's why we had you reserve that much. Stir that for a moment. And now I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of butter that has been cubed. And a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. We're going to turn our heat back to medium. And we're going to keep cooking this, stirring it just occasionally until this kind of all comes together and the sauce starts to cling to the pasta. All right, so it says about 3 minutes, and I think that's probably about right. I did have to add just a little bit more liquid in there because there's like not that much liquid. I may even add a little bit more depending after this. But anyway, now we are going to cut our heat. I'm just going to go ahead and move that out of the way. And then we have a 1/2 cup of grated Parmigiano Reggiano, or just regular Parmesan. And then this is probably closer to 1/3 cup of the parsley that chopped up. Stir that all together. And then I'm going to adjust the sauce if I need to with a little bit of the cooking water, just in case. And then it'll be time for final plating. So here we are at final plating, and you can see this looks really good and it smells really good. I put just a tiny bit of extra parm on the top, and I did put just a little bit more of the pasta cooking water in at the end so I'd have a good sauciness here. So let's give this a try and see how it is. Wow, that's really good. Oh my goodness, that tastes awesome. I 100% recommend that you try this. It's very lemony, and it's a great, I think it kind of has a nice summer feel too with the lemon in there. Anyway, thank you for joining me for another episode of Cuisine Michel. Please be sure to give this video a like. And definitely leave us a comment. I will get back to doing my shout outs to people who are active in the comments section. Sorry I didn't get one on today's. And give us a subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time. Au revoir.